Hey everyone, about a month ago I did this AI bracket style competition with 16 different AI apps. You might have seen it. The ones that were on the top, the last two, were Ideogram and Playground. And I wanted to do another video where I compare those two even more because in that bracket style, I only did like a single elimination thing, and it was really close. So I wanted to do it again, but be more detailed. So in this video, I'm going to compare everything they have, the templates out there. How do they do with remixes? How do they do with references and prompts and everything? So this is going to be a more detailed look at both of these and kind of compare them side by side. I'm going to rate these by design. I'm going to see which one has the better design and rate them from 1 to 10. So without any further ado, let's get into it and compare Ideogram to Playground. All right, the first thing I'm going to test is templates. They both have templates on here. At least you can see what they've done, and you can use those templates to create a design. But we're just going to strictly look at templates, and more specifically, t-shirt templates for certain topics. So since summer is coming up, I wanted to see what kind of t-shirt templates they had for summer. So here I am on Ideogram. I can go t-shirt like this, and then I can type in search here and then do summer. And I think I need to do summer t-shirt, but let's see what happens. Yeah, so it's doing all the summer. So I'm gonna need summer t-shirt. And yeah, here we go. So let's take a look at these and look and see how good the designs are for these templates. Now I'm not gonna go and remix them yet. I'm just gonna look at how well they are done and also how many there are. So I think Ideogram just has a ton. I'm gonna just scroll for a minute here, and yes, they have a ton of templates, which is good. So that's a good thing. And let's see how good they do for t-shirts. Like I really like these. They're on black. Some of them are on white, but the design of them are really nice. They look like something you would see on a t-shirt out there. Some of this done in different styles, which I like. Some of these are not t-shirts. I think they are wearing t-shirts. That's why I pulled up, but amazing, amazing designs here for summer. I just did for summer. Yeah, that would sell on a t-shirt. I think that would sell on a t-shirt. A lot of these I think would do really well on t-shirts. So I'm giving this a, I don't know, I guess a 10, 9 out of 10. I don't know how it could get any better. I guess just more variety. I don't know. It's 9, 9, 5, 10, something like that. It's really, really good. I think probably the best AI templates for t-shirt designs on the internet right now. So it's going to be really hard to beat for Playground. So let's go to Playground and see. They also have a t-shirts right here, so we can go in here, and they also have summer. So already I like this, that they have easy to find summer t-shirts. Let's just look how many they have. I'm going to scroll down here, and it just kind of stops. So not as many, so I can't give it as high a score. And then let's look at what they look like, the templates. Like that looks really good. That's kind of hard to read, that surf. This looks great. That looks great. A lot of these are really, really good. I really like this one here. But yeah, I think just the limit of it, I wish they had more summer templates for t-shirts is what. So I guess I have to give this one maybe a 7 out of 10. I think it still has some really good t-shirts, and I'm really specific. I'm sure if I just did t-shirts, by itself, I would have a lot more. There's a lot more here, but because I went specifically summer, there's not as much. So I think Ideogram wins this one on who has the better templates, at least for summer templates. And I think overall probably just has better and more templates for t-shirts. Right, back on Ideogram again, we're gonna test out remixing with the templates. So I'm gonna pick one of these. I'm gonna pick one that's very similar to what I saw on Playground, so that we can kind of do, same kinds of things. So here's one where there's like a vintage sunset and some words and stuff. So I'm gonna pick this one here. And what we can do is we hit remix here. So I'm gonna hit remix. And I'm just gonna change the words here. So all I'm gonna do is, instead of catch the wave and summer vibes, I'm gonna change it to the beach is my happy place. So the beach is The beach is, and then underneath here, my happy place. And that's all you really have to do for these remixes on Ideogram is change the words, or if you want to change anything, you can see there's a remix and it's at 50, so it's going to still keep kind of the same things, I hope, but change the words on here because I did that. So I'm going to hit remix and let's see what happens. Now you're going to see it right here in my creations, and I'm going to go here so that we can see, you can see it's going to do 4 of them, and by the time I get there, it's going to be done. It's that fast. So let's look at these. The beach is my happy, it didn't do that. The beach, did I not put happy place? I think it was my, I did that wrong, sorry. Beach is my, the beach is my happy place. Okay, make sure not to do that in the next one. I gotta do it again, but the beach is my happy place. All right, and did it have the same? Yeah, it still had, okay. Redo, human error, that happens. Okay, there we go. The beach is my happy place. Did I spell beach wrong? I hope not. No, I just spelled it wrong. Okay, the beach is my happy place. Great, that looks great. The beach is my happy place. That looks good. The beach is my happy place. Great. I think all of these are great except for this one. It's spelled beach wrong. I forgot the A here, but layout wise, great. This one I think did a really good job, and so on. So let's see how well Playground does with the remix feature. I'm going to go summer. I remember seeing one here. Cool. And I'm going to do something else here. I'm just going to say, change the words to the beach is my happy place. I make sure that I put the whole thing this time, and I'm going to hit that. So let's see what happens. I think because it's 4.0, it's only going to give me 1, and I can do it again in 3 and see what happens, but I think it's only going to give me 1 thing. So you got 1 shot, Playground, to make sure that this is good. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think that did great. I think it's probably doing this kind of font here, more rough font on purpose, just to match that and that. I think it did great. I'm gonna do Playground 3 and see what happens here, and then I'm gonna say maybe just add some color to the text just so I can see it in different color and make it more fun. So I'm just doing this so that I have 4. This one's gonna give me 4 just like the other one did, but I think the 4.0 is actually the better one, but let's see what happens. Okay, so here are the 4. I think it spelled it all correct. Well, no, here's Mappy Place, my happy place. Oh, that one's kind of iffy. So as far as design goes, I think Ideogram did a better job. It's clearer, it's bigger, it's, well, the other one can be this big, but I think it's just clearer here. Whereas this one, if I click on these, kind of hard to not read, but it's kind of a rough thing here. And maybe that's just its style, but I just think it's a little harder. And if we go back to this one is actually the better one. I think it does a better job with the 4.0 images. But as far as all of them go, I think this one just has a slight more edge. You tell me in the comments how you're rating it. Everybody rate it themselves, but I think this, I'm going to give, I don't think this is a perfect score. I think this is probably an 8, whereas this is a 7, something like that. So just a little bit better, in my opinion, Ideogram as far as design goes for some of these. Look at those designs. It's easier to knock out the background, whereas this one's a little harder with kind of the fuzziness of it. And if we go to these right here in the front, same thing, right? With all of these here, kind of a little harder to use. So there you go. All right, the next thing that I want to test are prompts. So how good is Ideogram and Playground with just simple prompts and very detailed prompts? So the first one I'm going to do is a very simple prompt that I wrote, and this is it. I have create a cute kawaii corgi eating ramen with chopsticks on a black background. I have to use that one all the time just to see what it does. I'm going to use 1 by 1. I'm going to use the quality 3.0, the best one. And style, I'm just going to use auto. Actually, design is supposed to be the one to use, so I'm going to use design. As far as color, I'll let it pick auto and this. So there we go. I'm gonna hit generate and see what comes up. And you can see again, it's working here. It's gonna do 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I better get there before it's done. And here we go. Very nice. I didn't ask it to put words in there, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, I think that is nice. It's kawaii. That one's really nice too. I like that. It's using chopsticks. Didn't use a black background, but that's okay. It has ramen time. This one too, easy to cut out. Doesn't have a black background, but nice black outline. Done really, really well. I like that one. And this one does have a black background. I don't know what happened to the feet over here, but and ramen time, but also did really well. So I really like these 2 white ones here. I don't know which one I like better with the tongue. I think I really like this one. Just the, oh wait, the feet look kind of weird here. It's got 2 pairs of feet. Maybe not that one, maybe this one right here. So there's some AI stuff going on here. Those feet are better. Maybe this one is actually better, but I didn't ask for nom nom on there. So let's compare this to Playground. I'm gonna paste in the same thing. So the way to do it on Playground is to go to t-shirts, and you can see right here, I'm gonna just put in my prompt down there, same prompt, and we're gonna hit go, and let's see what it does. All right, so by default, it just gives you the one because it's using the 4.0 model, and I think it did great. Ramen lover, black background. I think it could be more crisp. And of course we didn't do all 4, so this is only you get the 1 shot. But the thing I like about Playground is there may be one already done here. So we have some ramen and we have some corgi, so it already knows some of those things, but I don't see a corgi eating ramen on this side, though I probably could come in here and find one with a ramen or a corgi that I like, and maybe, you know, do this and say, make this a corgi eating ramen. So not exactly testing the prompt, but I'm just curious to see how this comes up. So there it goes. It kind of mixed Naruto with a corgi, which you probably can't use that banner, so I would have to do it again. But it just gives you, shows you kind of what you can do with it. So just based it off of this, I think I would give this a 7 again, and Ideogram, I think I would give this an 8. Just slightly cleaner, slightly better. Not that one, but this one right here. You can see it's very clear, the noodles and the egg and everything, whereas this one's just a little bit more rough. Although still really nice design, I think it could be a lot clearer. So now let's test an even more detailed prompt, which a lot of people use. I've used ChatGPT to come up with these longer detailed prompts, and let's see how they do. I'm gonna go back to Ideogram and copy my prompt here and put it in here. Boom, you can see very detailed. It's a tropical sunset with palm trees and all of that thing. I'm gonna still leave it on design, quality high, 1-on-1, and so on. So I'm gonna hit generate, and let's see what it comes up with this detailed prompt. All right, so here is the specific style, synthwave, palm trees, kind of a retro style. This one's kind of cool. It would be hard to remove the background. This one's really neat too. And this one, wow, did really well. So I think it understood the prompt here. Let's see if Playground can do the same with a longer prompt. So I'm going to copy and paste and put it V in here. Let me do 1024 by 1024 this time, and definitely a t-shirt. I didn't do that last time, so we'll see how this works out. Wow, this one did really well too. Check that out. I think this is kind of a tie. I like both of these. This one's really cool, as well as these right here. Wow, I think it depends whether you want a more vectorized looking one or more, I guess this is more stylistic, vintage, but I think both of these are really, really good. Both follow the assignment. I think I'm gonna give both of these a 7.5. Let's do 7.5 on both of these. I think this one's kind of a wash as far as the prompt. Although this one gave me 4, I think this one still is really, really nice. I like the colors on it, and design-wise, it's great. But let's go one more and do another long prompt. Since we're not just doing like single elimination like we did last time, I want to test it out on another prompt with words. So I'm copying my prompt here and I'm going to paste it in here, that, and hit generate and see what happens. So this prompt, as you can see, has words in it. It's for a summer break. How's all these things? I use ChatGPT to help me write it, and we're going to see how well it does with words on it. So let's go here and let's see, just another day closer to summer break. Yeah, and really cool artwork. So let's see, a day closer to summer break. Really cool artwork. These could be t-shirts. Just another day closer to summer break, and some summer. This is kind of weird with this, but I could remove that one right there. Not hard. Just another day closer to summer break. Great graphics, great fonts, easy to read. Let's see how Playground does with this. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go back to Playground here, hit t-shirt, and put in my long prompt here, you can see, and I'm going to hit go. And oh shucks, I forgot to change this to 1024 by 1024. That's okay. It's going to be a tall one like we did last time, but I think that's going to be okay, especially because there's a lot of text. All right, so here's what I got. Just another day closer to summer break. It did it. The words look great. The graphics look great. I think the other one is just slightly better. The layout and everything. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Here's one of them. Look at that. Just the layout, how it took the letters bigger and smaller, the graphics kind of underneath. Some of these, I just think this one's just slightly better, maybe 1 point. Whereas this one, using almost all the same size, except for that 2, and it's just straight down. So not very, not as appealing, I think, as this one is. So I'm going to give this one a slight edge. Maybe 8, and this is a 7. Still very usable, still pretty cool, but I think if I put these two together, which one made a better t-shirt design, I think Ideogram again did a little better. Okay, the last thing I want to test is reference images. Both of these have the ability to click and upload an image to use it as a reference to create a t-shirt design. So I'm going to do 3 versions of this, and we'll see how each of them do. The first one I'm going to do is a font reference. So I'm going to upload this right here. You can see it says fonts. This is the design. I just want to use this font style and see if it will write it different words for it. So I'm going to use this as style reference right here. And then I'm going to say, use the words goodbye school, hello pool in the style attached. And I'm going to hit generate. And hopefully what I think will happen is it will use the style and color of those fonts that I attached, but change the words. And let's see if this AI is smart enough to do that. You can see I'm going to click right here. One thing I have to say is it's really fast. Ideogram is super fast. I didn't ask it to put any people in it. I don't know why it did that, but it's okay. It's not what I wanted. Maybe it just did that on its own. So let's see. At least the font, I guess the font does look like the font style. So it had that rounded edges and things like that. But I don't like the graphics here. I just wanted a text-only design. I probably should have put that in the prompt, but let's see what Playground does with this. I'm going to copy this prompt here and go to Playground. So the way you do it in Playground, I'm in Playground here, you can upload and edit images. So it's this one right here. I'm going to pick the same font thing, and then I'm going to put the same prompt. Use the words goodbye school, hello pool in the style attached, and let's see what it does. All right, so it did. Goodbye school, hello pool. One thing is it's cut off right here, which I know a lot of times the 4.0 does that, but I think it did almost exactly, well, no, not exactly, but it did some design, like if the font's really close, it's nice, and it changed the colors and exactly what I wanted. So, except for the cutoff here. So I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10, whereas this one, I don't think this is even close to the style that I put in here. So as far as reference, I think this, I'm gonna give this a 4, 5. Let's give it a 5. The other one's definitely better though. So this one's definitely better. It's a lot closer. It's got the, like, this is it right here. And this is a lot closer than this, right? So I think in this case, Playground wins for referencing at least the font. So let's see if I can reference graphics and see how well it does. So I'm gonna go back to here, Ideogram, and I'm gonna do another reference here, do this cat poster right here, and I'm gonna say style reference, and I'm gonna put in this prompt. Create a poster of a husky dog drinking a cup of coffee in this style. So let's see how well it does. I'm changing what it is, but let's see if it takes that style reference and makes something similar. So I'm gonna hit generate and see how well Ideogram does this style. Now this one doesn't have any text in it, it's just graphics. And let's see if it understands the style of this. So here are the designs that it made. It kind of cut off the top. It is a husky drinking coffee, which is cool. This one, it's kind of cool too. And this one, maybe I did the wrong size because I did 1 by 1 where the poster's a little taller, but it should have adjusted. It's okay. I don't think it's the same style as this right here. And it's using that as reference. So I don't know. We'll see how well Playground does with the same thing. I'm not impressed. It definitely is a husky drinking coffee, but it's not nearly like the style that I provided. So I'm gonna go back here to Playground, hit upload. I'm gonna hit cat poster, double click on that. And there it is. That's what it's supposed to look like, close to that. It did have the edges, but it just didn't look like it. So I'm gonna post the same prompt, a poster of a husky dog drinking a cup of coffee. Let's see how close Playground gets to this style. It is a cup of coffee. Like, I guess it's like the one there. I think both of these kind of failed. I wish, well, I don't know, which is better. This one actually looks more like the style. I should have said not eating ramen, but this one knew not to put the ramen in. Gosh, I don't know. I think it's kind of a wash again. If anything, I'm gonna give it to this one, even though it's funny. It is closer to this style, so maybe this one slightly wins. I'm gonna give this one a 6 and give this one a 5, even though this is a kind of a cool artwork, but it's definitely not the same style as this right here. So let me know your thoughts as well. Which one do you think won this? We're gonna do one more with graphics and text. So it's all about the style here, a reference style. I'm gonna go back to Ideogram. I'm gonna put in this one, like doing a vintage style, this guava t-shirt. You can see right there. I'm gonna do a style reference. I'm gonna say use cherries instead of guavas, which was on there, and change the words from change the words to fresh cherries, sweet and juicy. So I'm gonna hit generate and let's see what happens. This will be the last test, and then we're gonna add up all the scores and show you side by side. I'm gonna give my score, you can go give your score and see which one you think is the winner. Here is what Ideogram came up with. Definitely not the same style. It is cherries. This one's closer. And this one's photorealistic, so not close. And this one's kind of a drawing. So I don't think this reference thing, and maybe I should have dialed up the reference more. I don't think you can. You just do reference here. Let's see what happens in Playground. Hopefully I'm not doing it wrong here. Tell me in the comments if I'm doing the reference thing wrong. But guava t-shirt here. I'll use the same prompt here and see what happens. See if they can kind of match that style. So again, this is reference. There's lots of different ways. And of course, I think the strongest thing for both of these is using a template that they provide and then remixing on top of that. I think that's a strong suit for both of these. We see those came out actually the best out of everything that we tested. So I'm excited to see if it can do a reference on this style. Actually, this one turned out pretty good. So if I click on here and I hit explore, there's actually more cherry stuff on here, which is kind of cool. But I think this style matches this style way better. Yeah, it understood the assignment. So I'm going to give this one an 8, where I'm going to give this one a 5. So I don't know if adding up all the scores is the best way, but I'm going to put these all together and let's see how if you agree with all the things that I compared it to. All right, so here are all the scores from Ideogram and Playground in this video. The templates, I think Ideogram had a lot more templates and not better templates, so I gave it a higher score here. Remixing, Ideogram did slightly better than Playground, and just to remind you, these were the two right here, so you can decide for yourself if it's slightly better or not. Simple prompt, I think Ideogram did slightly better again on those, and just to remind you, these are the things that came out of that. Detailed prompt number 1, they were kind of a wash, these two trees. I think they both did a really good job. It depends on what style you liked on that one. The detailed prompt number 2, Ideogram did slightly better on that prompt, I think. Here they are, so if you remember those. And as far as referencing, I think Playground did better on those things for style. So this is the reference one that I did for the fonts. So you can see I gave this one a higher score. And this is the reference for the poster, even though both of these didn't do exactly what I wanted. I think Playground got closer to the style of the poster. And the guava one, I gave that one to Playground because that one came out really close to the style that I wanted. So which one of these two is better for print on demand? I'm gonna give a slight edge to Ideogram in this one, just like I did in the bracket, no surprise. But what was surprising was the reference styles for Playground. I didn't test that out in the bracket, and I think Playground really stands out on understanding the reference images, whereas Ideogram had a hard time with that. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Let me know in the comments if I did that wrong, or if I should put a different prompt in there. But as far as the test goes back to back, I think Playground's really strong in references, and it's really early on in AI. So in a month or two, or in 6 months, there could be a lot more graphics on Playground, or Ideogram could make a change or whatever. So AI is always changing. We're gonna have to do this again in probably 6 months to a year and see what's up to really see where it's at. If you want to see that video I was talking about that I did with the bracket challenge with Ideogram and Playground, I'll put that video right here. Both of these are really, really good for print on demand. So hopefully this video is really helpful for you. Thank you again for watching. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.